I come to someone like Kazakhstan, I encourage people to tell stories. And I'd like nothing better than a movie celebrating some aspect of life here, because I think it's such a fascinating country, and it's probably relatively unknown. If it's known for anything, it's Borat, which I don't think is an accurate reflection of Kazakhstan in any way whatsoever. It has alerted international audiences to Kazakhstan. You can't change that, but at least it's opened a door. So the cultural films that I might be interested in making in terms of animated stories, yeah, I think it's an advantage. Borat becomes an advantage. If you say, I've got a story from Kazakhstan, they'll say, is Borat in it? I'll say no. But, Kazakhstan and this whole area has the most extraordinary history, relatively unknown to the rest of the world. There are stories here that can tell and celebrate Kazakh culture. However, you must find a theme within the characters and the story and whatever the issue is that resonates with the rest of the world. So we loved, if you think of a film like Finding Nemo, which is under the sea, right? But the film has nothing to do with fish. It's just in that environment. But those characters are encountering human emotion. And so what you're trying to do with a Kazakh story would be to identify human emotions that are worldwide, that are global. That's not that difficult to do, because most of our, when we get away from the politics and everything else in life, people are civil. I come here and I immediately feel at home. I feel exposure to a wonderful culture, but I don't feel frightened about something I don't understand. It's just, there's a door and I can walk through it and learn so much about the culture. So you find a story that the characters and themes that will travel, and what you're then introducing to the rest of the world is the visual aspect of Kazakh culture, the world, the colours, the designs. Is it a yurt that's downstairs?
Yes.
Here? There's a yurt, right? I mean, it's beautiful seeing. It's such a beautiful thing. I know it's quite popular in the West. We put up yurts, and particularly when we have music festivals, somebody says, "Oh, you can rent a yurt," but this is the home of yurt. This is where it is. So there's so much here to celebrate, and it will travel, but it doesn't. What I say to people here, you don't have to pretend to be a movie from another country. You need to celebrate your own country, but tell your story in a way that can travel around the world.